In ancient times, many rulers and religious authorities promoted an image of God who demanded obedience and strict faith. That image often included punishment, damnation, and conditional prayers that might or might not be answered. This structure of authoritative gods served rulers across civilizations like Egypt, Greece, and Rome and persisted through history. Alongside that loud public system, a quieter tradition taught that the divine is not apart from us, but within us. This inner view of God allows a relationship not based on fear, begging, or external praise, but on personal discovery. The divine within depends on a seeker's inner journey and how the mind engages with that inner spark of light. Spiritual success or failure becomes a personal responsibility tied to commitment and self-awareness. Early Christianity split into two branches with very different designs and priorities. One branch evolved into a hierarchical church that used laws and power to control followers and claimed authority over salvation. This institutional church resembled other authoritarian religions and governments throughout history. The other branch, known as Gnostic, emphasized inward knowing and the idea that the kingdom of God is within. Gnostics rejected institutional authorities and focused on personal spiritual practice rather than external dogma. They believed no priest, church, riches, or dogma could substitute for direct inner experience of the divine. Gnostic seekers held an unbreakable commitment to walking their personal spiritual path without external control. Many point to Gnostic texts like Thomas, Philip, and Mary Magdalene for inner teachings of Jesus, and they are worth reading. But these texts are not required to understand Jesus' message that inner spiritual life matters most. As we approach the celebration of the resurrection of Jesus, remember that spirituality is about being, not merely doing. Have an undying inner fire to find and be one with your divinity and hold fast to the path. Luke 17:21 states that the kingdom of God is within you. Luke 11:34-36 speaks of the eye and the body being full of light when the inner sight is sincere. Matthew 5:14 calls you the light of the world, affirming a divine spark in every person. John 3:6 distinguishes what is born of the flesh from what is born of the spirit. Romans 8:6 contrasts a mind governed by the flesh with a mind governed by the spirit, which brings life and peace. Galatians 5:17 highlights the inner conflict between the desires of the flesh and the spirit.